I will be the first to tell you I am far from being an Olight fanboy. But that didn't stop Olight, and because of the respect I received from a young lady I've been dealing with, and the fact that something got changed in their product, I may not be a fanboy, but at least I'm on the fence now. I'll explain more right after this. I'm Rick, and this Shut the heck up, you stinking roosters. Now for your sanity. This is the shack. Hello and welcome back to the shack. Because of the respect I have received from a lady I've been dealing with at Olight, going back and forth, they did not dismiss any of the complaints that I had or things I thought I didn't like about Olight, and I talked in detail to her about the reasons why I had back in the past. Kind of go over those. I'll link to a video I did of the ArkPro Ultra. Kind of go through some issues about that there, why I'm not an Olight fan, and I am way away from the fence. I don't want nothing to do with them, but this new light they've come out with, the next generation, has actually put me on the fence. Still not a fanboy, but I'm liking what I'm seeing. So with that, we're going to be reviewing the ArkPro. Have it in my hot little hands. We got to get this done. I've not been the best under the weather ever since I got back from Guatemala, so it's been a struggle. Let me readjust the camera, get you up here, and let's get this going. So this is the ArkPro Ultra, and I just want to point a few things out what I liked about this. I like the tapered chamfer right here because it's wide and it goes thin. It's kind of a tapered chamfer. I like this. It just feels good. And also right there is the indicator for the battery charge, still full. I literally haven't charged this in probably 2 months. And I just got back from spending 2 weeks in Guatemala where I used this off and on there many times. I'm not an Olight fanboy, but I tell you what, I find myself using this more and more. But this is the ArkPro Ultra, and this is the ArkPro. Where do I open this up at? Right here. So let me open this up for the very first time. Get that little arrow right there, pull that up, put that aside, pull this little tab, I guess, little thing we pull, and then I've said this before and it's worth noting again. I tell you, it really reminds me a lot of my Apple iPhone. Just how nice everything fits in here together. Whoops. Oh, there it is. Just a very nice packaging job. So what we have here is instruction manual. We'll put that side out of the way. Charge cable, and the light itself, which this has some paper around it. It basically says, I know you can't read it there, but right here's UV light, so that's the icon for the UV. This is the floodlight is straight, is in the center, and the right is spotlight. On this side, this is the USB-C, and this side looks like the UV light. All right, peel all these off. Okay, this tells you to clean it off. And this says charge to activate before first use. I'm going to bring in my Olight ArkPro Ultra. And you can see them side by side. Yes, they are two different. This is just the ArkPro and this is the ArkField Ultra. I liked this design because a woodworker, this to me was a tapered chamfer on the side here. I really like that. It was comfortable in the hand. I have to say I find more uses for this than I originally thought I would ever use. And see right there, I'm still at a full charge. I haven't charged this thing literally in a couple months because I only use it every now and then. Turn it on when I have to get up sometimes in the middle of the night, go to the bathroom, or lately I had this cold, so I've been coughing and my throat, have to get it cleared. I don't wake my wife up, so I get up, go in the other room, use this, turn the light on until I get my way out, don't want to disturb her. Yeah, so I'm surprised how much I use this, and I recommend this especially for people who travel. But I just kind of like this design. Now we come back to the ArkPro. I'll put in a picture you'll see here, and we'll kind of just go over the differences from last generation to this generation. In this little screenshot I did, you can see the ArkField Pro versus what we have here, the ArkPro. The floodlight output went from 1300 lumens up to 1500 lumens. The spotlight, they didn't have any ArkField Pro, but on this one is 800 lumens, 205 meter reach. I don't have any way to check that, but we'll see how it looks outside. UV power, it went from 900 to 1200, and it's dual mode, meaning it has a low and high. We'll show that, and I hope you can detect it with the camera. The green laser, it has high and a low also. It is dual mode, so it is up 25%, I guess, as far as the high mode. Battery went from a 1500 milliamp to a 2000 milliamp, which is always good, a little more battery. But the run time, you have 11 days. That's gone up to 14 days. The run time, yes, went from 11 days to 14, but that is a 1 lumen light. I'm not sure if that's moonlight or low, but very, very low, 1 lumen light. Charging is what my issue is with Olight, my thorn in the side. I don't like the magnetic connecting charge. This finally has USB-C. So if I lose that magnetic charger, I can go someplace quickly, buy a USB, or more than likely I have a USB-C charging cable here that will work with it. We'll check that out later. So I don't have to go buy anything. I probably have one, or if I'm out somewhere, very easily accessible to buy one. That right there has really put me on the fence about Olight. They're finally getting it. That's the main thing that kept me away from Olight, is this charging system I don't like. Battery indicator. I definitely like the indicator for the battery. I mean, it just looks a little more fancy on the ArkPro. The weight, it basically about the same. It went up from 111 to the ArkPro. It's 115 grams. Those are the major changes. So I'm going to go to the GoPro here so you can hopefully see a little bit better at a different angle. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over all the settings, and you'll be able to see the indicator here on the selector switch. So that there, that's one thing. Let me put a picture in real quick. On the older model, the icons were a different color, so the contrast was such that it popped. You could actually read it. These are just etched in. They blend in. It's hard to see what's what. You kind of have to memorize. So I wish these were a different color to offset them so they were more easily legible. If the selectors switch this way and is pointing to the left, that is UV, and the center floodlight, and clicked over to the far right, that is spotlight. So I'm just going to do floodlight for now. It has 4 modes, I think it is. You have moonlight, low, medium, high, and turbo. So actually 5 settings. UV has high, low. Laser beam has high, low. I'm going to switch back and forth between floodlight, click it to spotlight. So let's start with floodlight, and you see my hand here. Press and hold, that is low. So there's the low beam on floodlight. Click it to the right, now it's spotlight. See the difference? Floodlight, spotlight. Back to floodlight. Again, this is moonlight, so it's very low. Press and hold. Now I am in the low setting of the normal flashlight mode. That is low in the flood. Click it. Low in the spotlight. Back to flood. Press and hold. Now it's medium. You see much brighter beam, but it's still very wide, not focused at all here. Click it to spotlight. You see you have a much more intense. As I go away, it's still focused right here. Go back to flood, press and hold. Now it's on high, very wide and broad light. Lights everything up. Spotlight, as you can see, as I go away, it's still very intense right here, very focused. Now double click, you go to turbo. We'll go back to floodlight, double click. Now you're at the highest setting. And the highest setting of the spotlight. 3 taps is strobe light. Boom. And I can switch back and forth. Flood, spotlight. Flood, click it off. Yeah, it's kind of weird, I know, but you can switch in between as it's on. So I'm going to go through the settings and you'll see this little selector lever light up. So I'm going to press and hold. And you see I am in the low setting. This almost looks like a wreath to me in a way. It's the first thing I thought of when I saw it. So you have 4 leaves on the wreath on either side, 4 green or 4 white. On the right is the battery charge indicator. On the left is the beam intensity, if you will. And you see you have 1 little light right there on the leaf. So it's on, press and hold. Now I am in low. You still have 1 leaf. So low and moonlight both share a single leaf. Press and hold. Medium. I got 2 leaves lit. Press and hold. Bright. I have 3 leaves lit. Double click turbo. Now you see all leaves are lit up. Turn it off. Now, a little noteworthy side note here. Let's just say I'm going to go turn it on. I am in moonlight mode. But something disturbs me, so I hit turbo, double click. I'm on turbo mode, turn it off. When I turn it back on, I am in high. I am not in the previous mode, which was moonlight. So once you engage turbo, it automatically defaults back to high setting. The strobe light though, see I am in low, so triple tap, strobe, full beam, full brightness, off, click it back on, I am still in moonlight, turn it off. So the moonlight strobe light will not affect your last setting, but if you kick it into turbo, when you shut it off, it automatically defaults back to the high setting. It doesn't matter if it's in spotlight or floodlight. So you have 2 little caps like on the side. They are not caps. This is the door that opens up. You open it up, there's your USB-C. This doesn't lift up. This is actually a push button. This is your laser beam. So let me do this. I'll turn the laser beam on, push, click. 1 click turns it on. 1 click turns it on. Press and hold. You go between high and low. That's low setting. Press and hold. Now you're at the high setting. And if for some reason you need it, you can actually turn this indicator. You can put in, no, I won't do that. I haven't done it yet. So we're on the floodlight. Click. It's on. Press and hold. Now you can actually go between floodlight. You can actually go between floodlight, spotlight, floodlight, spotlight. The only thing is you can't see here very well, but as you cycle through the power settings, you get into high, it's kind of hard to see the green laser even on high beam, and it's even harder when you go on low beam. I almost lose it literally right here at this distance, and it's hard to see on the camera. But if I go to flood, then it's not so intensely focused in the middle of where the laser beam is. It actually doesn't wash it out, and I can see the beam easier in floodlight on high setting versus spotlight on high setting. And we'll go back down to low, much easier. Even at, when I turn it on high, you can see it, but it's still easier on flood. Flood, I think you can even see it on the camera. Shut everything off. So now we'll put the selector all the way over to the left. That is the UV light. Click is on. Again, UV and laser both have high-low. Press and hold, high. Press and hold, low. You can cycle between the two, or, yeah, one click, you turn the laser on, low setting, high setting, click and hold. Now you have a high setting for both UV and the laser. Click and hold, low. Either way, everything's interactive. You got dual modes for the UV and the green laser. You have 5 settings on your flashlight, either in the spotlight mode or in the floodlight mode. And the laser interacts with everything. That's everything, that's all the settings. So what I'm gonna do before we go outside, I'm gonna bring in this and we're going to test. I just grabbed some USB-Cs. I don't even know which ones they are. We'll just see what we have here. Get my adapter, and we're going to try this out and see if this actually works or not. Open this door. There we go. Let's see. I just grabbed this one. No, it's a little smaller. Let me see if this even fits. Nope. Grab this one. Yep. Clicks in. Cool. Let's plug it in here. See if it lights up. It's lighting up. Nice. All of them are lit except for the last leaf here is blinking. So I'm guessing when this stops blinking, it should be a full charge. But I mean, it's full enough. I'm not going to worry about it. But the fact that this works now, seriously, this is just trash. I don't want that at all. This is what I'm going to use only. The only thing I like about the magnetic back, as far as the charge thing is concerned, you can click that to your hood, have this on floodlight, and you light up the whole engine bay area. Or like, I know it's a little bit late now, but for Thanksgiving, you can click this onto your tailgate, trunk, hatch, whatever you have back there. If you have something metal you connect to, turn it on floodlight, and now you get light back there to be able to load up all the leftover goodies or to unload presents and such, whatever case may be. That's the only thing I like about this. I just wish there was a cap or something to cover this, because, yeah, you ladies put this in your purse, you got anything metal loose, it's going to grab. Keys, any of that stuff. That's my only issue. I am very impressed with this so far. And my main thing that's got me out of the no side to now I'm on the fence is this. That was the huge game changer for me right there, because I am not a fan at all of this type of charging system. All right, this phone is amazing. It's so much brighter than my camera, but this will give you a good idea what the beam looks like. It's best I can do right now. And for very windy and it's getting dusty out here, terrible winds. I'm not going to get into it. I want to move to Tennessee so bad. I got to get out of this crap hole. So we have it on the center, which is floodlight. Press and hold. That is moonlight. So you see what moonlight looks like, and this is giving a whole lot more light than really at night what it looks like. My truck over there is about 60 feet, 70 feet away, and the trees are about another 10. So you're looking at 70, 80 feet to the tree line over there. So we are on moonlight, and I'll switch to spotlight, and that's spotlight on moonlight. And this is so much brighter than what it really is, but that's cool. All right, press and hold. Now we are on low. You see how wide the beam is. On flood, switch it to spot. You see that. Now we're on spotlight. And actually highlights that up over there. You can see everything. Back to flood. We're going to press and hold. We're at medium. See, 2 leaves are lit. See how much the beam is real close right here. Out. As you further out, it just gets lost because it's very wide. So I'm going to go to spotlight. Boom. Oh, spotlight. Yeah, look at that. So much nicer. We'll go back to flood, and we're going to press and hold. Now it's in high. Still pretty good, but you see the intensity is closer to me, not further out. You really can't see the trees. Oh, see all that dirt, dust flying around? Yeah, I got to get out of here. So I'm going to click to spotlight. Boom. Now you can see how it really directs the beam ahead of you further. And we'll go back to flood. So turbo, we'll double click. Really bright here, and actually you can see in the distance the trees. So let's do spotlight. Boom. Amazing. Oh, my granddaughter's bike sitting out there. I'll go ahead and do the strobe. 3 taps. Floodlight, spotlight. Click off. We're done. I'm gonna go in. It's too windy out here. It's very weathered and beat up, but that's the door to the shop. So I'm gonna leave the light on. I don't know if it's gonna do any good or not, but we do the laser beam first. You can see it on there. That's bright. Kick it down low. Really can't see it. I don't know if I shut this off. You make it, you can make it a little bit high. Now I'm gonna go shut this off. I'm gonna do UV. See, kind of see things a little bit. Hit it high. Now you can really see it. High beam really makes things glow. Kick it down low, and you can a little bit make things up, but not much. Naked eye, I can see low, but the high beam of the UV, definitely you can make things up. I can always put the laser beam in there too if I want for some reason. Put it on low, there it is. So that's all the functions and the lights and what they look like as best as you can with the camera at night. I can't carry my tactical EDC stuff when I travel out of country. And that's where this really shines, because this is my EDC when I travel. Because I use it in the rooms, make sure there's nothing creepy crawly, there's no weird stains or anything around. And like I have stated prior, I keep it on the moonlight mode, so when I get up, because we usually share a room with other people, so that way it doesn't wake them up. So that's where this comes in, moonlight mode. And that's why I think it's been over 2 months. I've not charged it because mainly I use it on the moonlight mode. Even in my house, like I said, I'm still getting over something I caught in Guatemala. I grabbed this off the end table there, turn my moonlight on. It's already on, I just click it, turn it on. I guide my way out into the living room, and I'll go in the kitchen and cough until I stop coughing, take a cough drop, get something to drink so I don't disturb my wife, and then back to bed. So whenever I need to get up to do something like that, or even just to get up to use the restroom, and when I'm traveling to get up in the hotel room, again, not to disturb my wife or whoever is bunking with me, moonlight mode is the way to go on this. So this I can definitely suggest and recommend you get for your travel companion or your travel EDC. But it does travel with me throughout the US. I said I keep it in my backpack. It goes everywhere I go. So when I do go to the hotels, I have it there. I don't have to use my tactical EDC flashlight. Definitely like this. I like the fact that I can use the laser beam, but not that I do. I rarely use the laser beam, but I can use it throughout everything. UV light, floodlight, spotlight, doesn't matter. And the fact that the new generation has a high-low UV light, high-low laser light, that's even another plus. It's pretty cool. So I'm liking the improvements, and I am very taken by the USB charge port there. That alone is a game changer for me. So I was very impressed. That exceeded my expectation, but because of this, I don't like, because you ladies, you put it in your purse. Anything is going to pick up. You're going to grab this out and it's going to bring your keys, chains, whatever else you have hanging. I wish there's a way to cap that. Or basically with this, you don't need it because you lose that charger. It's useless. USB-C is the way to go right there. So that took a half. It met all my expectations. USB-C blew me away, exceeded my expectations because of this. It took a half a star away. 4.5 stars for me, solid. Puts me on the fence now. I'm not off out there in left field, no craziness where I don't like it at all. I'm actually up here looking over the fence and kind of crawling up, sitting on the fence now going, not too bad now. So yeah, big change for me as far as Olight's concerned. Look in the description below. I will have links before the, I know it's late because this is last minute getting out. Again, I was in bed for a week when we got back from Guatemala. Got something really knocked me out, put me down. Still, after 2 weeks, I'm still coughing. A little tickle in my throat now and then. At least I'm over it. It's just some residual. Just don't want to leave. So this is late getting out, and I apologize, Olight. Yeah, it sucks sometimes when you get sick. Check in the description. Find the link. Get it on sale while you can. Black Friday, Cyber Mondays, all that good stuff. Check it out. Go down there if you want anything to do with this. I definitely recommend it. I don't think you can go wrong. This is a good option if you don't have a tactical style EDC you carry around. Slim design, carry it with you. You never know. Ladies, definitely grab one. Walking out to your car at night, nice bright light. You can do a strobe light. You never know. So we are done. Thank you so much for watching. Be blessed. Take back check for your sanity. It's going to sound weird in a couple of weeks or in another month and a half, but have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And if you don't follow me, have a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's. Please subscribe, because if just half of you who watch the videos would subscribe, I would double, if not triple, my subscription. But nobody subscribed. I just have a handful of people who actually subscribe. So it really helped the channel if you would subscribe. That's all I'm asking for as a present, a Christmas present. Please subscribe. We are done. Thanks again for watching. We will see you next video. Please subscribe. Hit the notification bell.